Just a warning, my dog is in a kennel and she doesn't like that very much. So if she starts barking, let's just try to ignore her. All right, so finding your way onto your back and just getting really supported onto the back by allowing the feet to plant nice and firmly into the earth. And then bringing your hands side by side on the belly, go ahead and tuck the tailbone under. And since we're going to be doing heart openers, let's go ahead and cactus the arms just for a moment before we bring the hands down to the belly. And just draw the elbows away from the body, kind of lifting lightly, heart away from the ground. Pressing the tops of the hands down. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze shoulder blades together behind the back. Take a deep breath out. And then bring the hands side by side on the belly. And close your eyes. Start to follow your breath very slowly into a space of calm, into a space of stillness. Allowing the breath to become a little bit more audible. Take a full breath in and a deep breath out. Go ahead and reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling so you're creating a number 11 overhead. Palms are facing each other, and you'll take this right arm and you'll drop it across the chest over to the left, and then bend your left elbow so you can catch that right arm and really open up the right side shoulder. Take a full breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath in. One more breath out. Keep your arms where they are. Bring your knees together into the air. Shins are parallel to the ceiling, and then slowly drop the knees over to the right, bringing your right hand on top of the knees, and then letting your left arm cactus open to the left. Look over your left shoulder in this deep spinal twist and take a full breath in and a full breath out. Breathing in and letting the breath go. Come back through center onto the back. Plant your feet and take your arms back out at that number 11, palms facing each other overhead. Drop the left arm across the chest. Catch the left arm with the right arm by bending the right elbow. Adding just a little bit of additional pressure into that left shoulder, a little encouragement to open up, shoulder away from the spine. Take a really deep breath in here. And a nice full breath out. Bring your legs back into the air, creating a 90-degree angle between ankles, knees, and hips. Drop the legs over to the left. Take your left hand to your knees and cactus that right arm open to the ground. Look over the right shoulder and follow in with an inhale. And complete it with an exhale. Breathe into the twist. Breathe out to settle into it a little more. Arriving back through center, we'll take happy baby. So 2 peace sign fingers will wrap around big toes. Bring the soles of the feet towards the ceiling as you separate the knees and drive the tailbone down towards the ground. A few lengthening breaths along the spine, really pressing tailbone down and flexing the heels up towards the ceiling. One more breath, just noticing how that breath moves around the body in this shape. Releasing the feet back down to the ground, reach the arms over the head towards the back of your space. So instead of up towards the ceiling, you're reaching back behind you. And then on the exhale, we'll cactus the arms open, bending both elbows, squeeze shoulder blades together behind you, and prop the chest up just a little higher above the earth. Inhale, arms reach back, get really lengthening through those fingertips. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze shoulder blades together, prop up the chest. One more, breathe in, arms reach back. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift up the heart, lift up the heart. Exhale, bring the knees in towards your chest and wrap your arms around your legs. Maybe you grab hold of hands, maybe you grab hold of opposite elbows, just pulling everything in towards your chest. Close your eyes and just take another breath right here in seed pose, just allowing for your body to feel really settled in this shape. As always, if you're experiencing any soreness in the back, or if you've had a spinal injury, you'll roll over to one side and help up with your hands. Otherwise, take your hands behind the knees and start to rock forward and back on the back, building a little bit more momentum as you rock forward and back, and then come all the way up to a seat. Scooting your hips back so your legs are lengthened out long. We'll take a half straddle by sending the right leg over to the right. And take the hands to frame your left thigh. Come up to fingertips and sit up really tall. Flex your right foot in towards your right shoulder and your left foot towards your face. Start to walk your hands a little bit further towards that left heel, folding over the left leg and breathing here. Keep a flat back as much as possible. So send your tailbone back and lift through the chest. You always have the option to lower the forearms down to the ground and fold a little bit deeper. Slowly walk your hands back in towards your legs, and then we'll face center. So in line with the pelvis, in between the legs, and then walk the hands as far forward as possible. Keep flexing your toes back. Keep lifting through the sternum. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Walk your hands back towards you, and we'll fold that right knee in, bringing the right heel towards the pelvis. And then we'll shift body all the way over to the right and fold over that right knee. You can come down to forearms. You can press the palms together, releasing your neck, bringing the crown of your head to face the floor. Take a deep breath in here and a full breath out. Slowly walk your hands back in, and then we'll lengthen this right leg out. So we're back in the straddle. And then walk your hands to frame this right leg, and then walk it down towards the right heel. Come up halfway to lift the chest, and then on your exhale, fold to any degree. Start to walk your hands back in towards the body. Bring your torso so that it's center line with the pelvis, and then walk your hands back through middle. Maybe you come down to forearms. Maybe you're like, I can't do that. That's okay too. Just make sure you're keeping your back flat. So send your tailbone back and your chest forward. Walk the hands back in, and then we'll fold that left knee in, so left heel towards the pelvis. Turn your torso so that you're looking directly over your left knee towards the top of the mat, and then we'll fold over that left knee, bringing forearms down to the ground. Pressing into your palms, flex your right foot so you get a little bit more activity into that right leg. One more breath here. One more breath out. Walk your hands back in, straighten your left leg back out, bring your right leg to meet your left. Fold one shin in at a time until you're seated in Sukhasana, so sits bones grounded, knees are bent, and bring your palms face up towards the ceiling as you close your eyes. Take a few really deep breaths right here, just latching the breath to your practice and your focus. Full breath in through the nose. Deep breath out of the mouth. Flip the palms so they're face down onto the knees, and we'll take a few seated cat-cows. So on the inhale, you're going to press the heart forward and find an arch into the back. Dropping your head back responsibly by lifting the chin away from the chest. With your exhale, press the base of the palms into the knees, roll back towards the spine, tucking the navel in. Maybe you straighten out your arms as you take a little bit of a curvature into the spine. Inhale, roll forward towards your shins, lift your chest, drop your head back. Exhale, press the belly in towards the spine, roll back towards your sits bones. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, press navel in. One more. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, roll back toward your sits bones. Tabletop position, shift forward and roll over the shins. Bring your wrists directly in line with your shoulders and your knees in line with your hips. And we'll send the right foot over towards the right side of the space. You'll turn the right toes over to the right, and we'll walk the hands back. Make sure your left toes are tucked under. Bring your hands to your hips and come to standing on that left shin. So our first deep heart opener here, you'll flip the palms to the sacrum, press into the low back, squeeze the glutes, and lift the chest bone forward. On your exhale, send the hips back towards that left heel. Reach your arms forward to fingertips at the top of the mat and release your neck and forehead to the ground. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, press into your palms, lift up your chest, and swing your right leg to the back of the space. Walk your wrists so they're in line with your shoulders. Lift that right heel a little bit higher. Make sure the right toes are pointed down towards the ground. Left arm reaches forward. Keep your eyes down in between where your thumbs would be if both hands were down. Lift and lengthen from right heel to left middle finger, and then on your exhale, elbow to knee underneath you. Right knee meets left elbow. Pointing your right toes, you'll vacuum your left arm and right leg into the body. Inhale, lengthen opposite directions. Exhale, left hand down to the ground. Tuck those left toes under if they're not already. Three-legged dog, lift the left knee off the mat. Flex your right foot down towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll step that right foot in between the hands for a warrior one. Heel to heel alignment, arms reach up towards the sky. Send your right hip back and your left hip forward, and let your right knee stack over right ankle. Take the right arm across the chest. Take the left arm underneath that right arm. Bend your left elbow. Pull this right arm away from the body. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Cactus, both arms open, sending the chest forward. Deepen the bend into the right knee and lift your chest. Exhale, hands to frame your right foot. Forward fold at the top of the mat. A generous bend into the knees can feel really nice here, releasing your neck so you're looking through your legs and your neck is soft and your breath is active and your jaw is relaxed. Send your tailbone just a little bit higher and send your upper body just a little bit lower. Halfway lift as you inhale, press into your shins and grow tall through the crown of your head towards the front of your space. Exhale, release upper body once more. Bring your hands down to the mat. Pedal out the knees just a little bit here, and then slowly roll all the way up to standing, squeezing the glutes, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your hands together at heart center and close your eyes, taking a few focused breaths just right here. Take note of your heartbeat, take note of your breathing, and take note of the way that your body feels. Standing tall, pressing the soles of the feet down into the mat. Breathe in, arms reach up. Breathe out, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift as you inhale, press away from the shins, keep the neck in line with the spine. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to your high plank. Knees can stay lifted off the mat or you can lower them down, keeping your hips in line with your shoulders. Shift forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, low plank, tweeze the elbows in. Untuck the toes, lower all the way down. Baby cobra, lift your heart just a little bit. Squeeze shoulder blades together behind you. Exhale, lower chest down, tabletop position. Bending back into your knees, walking the wrists in line with your shoulders. Now from here, we're going to take the left leg over to the left side of the space. Make sure left toes are facing the left side of your space. Tuck the right toes under. Walk your hands back. Bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way up. Bring your hands to your low back and press your hips forward, lifting your sternum just a little bit higher. Squeeze the glutes for control. Look down to the top of your mat. Reach forward towards the top of your mat and bow your body down, sending your hips back towards that right heel. Walk your hands underneath the shoulders. Press into the hands. Send your left leg straight back. And you'll have to walk the hands so that they're directly in line with your shoulders, flexing your left toes down towards the ground. Keep lifting that left heel high to the sky. Now keep your eyes in between where the thumbs are so your neck is in line with your spine. Notice if you're looking up or looking down, the neck is suddenly out of alignment. Right arm reaches forward, right thumbs up to the ceiling so you're lengthening from right middle finger to left heel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee underneath you. Pointing the toes on the left foot will make a huge difference. Vacuum the arm and leg into the body by tucking in the navel. Inhale, right arm reaches back forward, left heel reaches back. Bring your right hand back down to the earth. Make sure right toes are tucked under. Pick up that right knee, three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step your left foot forward, heel to heel alignment, warrior one. Settle in with your breath. Press into the blade edge of that right foot and then send and direct that left hip back, right hip forward. Take your left arm across the chest. Take the right arm underneath the left arm, bending at the right elbow. Open up through the shoulder as you deepen. Left knee stacks over left ankle. Breathe in here. Breathe out, cactus both arms. Inhale, drive the chest forward, big heart opener. Exhale, hands to frame your left foot. Step your right foot to meet your left foot, forward fold, top of the mat. Release your neck, fold upper body, send your tailbone higher. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold and empty out. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Arms reach up, breathe in. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift as you inhale. Hands to the earth as you exhale. Step your left toes to the back of the mat. Wide-legged fold, turn all 10 toes in towards each other. So you're pigeon-toeing the feet pretty dramatically. And then you're folding upper body down towards the ground. Now, a few options with the hands here. Your hands can stay on the earth. You can come up to fingertips, or you can bring your hands to your outer legs, preferably closer to the ankles if possible, bending the elbows to pull the upper body down towards the ground. If you start to look forward towards that left edge of your mat, you'll notice that you might be able to draw your forehead closer to the earth. And then tucking your chin a little bit more towards your chest so your neck is long with the spine. Breathing here. Take your right hand to the ground, right about where your forehead or your chest is. Come up to fingertips of that right hand and reach your left arm to the sky. Look over your left shoulder. Turn your right toes away from the body, bend into your right knee, lifting the left foot off the ground, coming into a Skandasana. So flexing left toes towards left hip, and don't worry about grounding that right heel. It's okay if there's some space there. Fingertips are nice here, blocks are really nice here. Or if you want to play around with balance, bring your hands together at heart center. Take another breath in and a deep breath out. Bring your hands back to the earth. Start to turn all 10 toes back in, wide-legged fold. Halfway lift to fingertips. Look to the top of your mat, turn right toes forward, and take a warrior one. So arms just reach straight up. That right hip will draw back, the left hip will draw forward. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, right arm across the chest, left arm underneath this time, bend both elbows and try to locate the palms into eagle arms. Now, maybe eagle arms aren't working for you today. That's okay. Give yourself a big hug. Let the right knee stack over right ankle, tuck the tailbone under, press into the outer edge of that left foot. Elbows away from your foundation. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold right shoulder to the inside of that right knee. Releasing your neck so you're looking back behind you and take a full breath in. Deep breath out. Breathe in. Let the breath go. Come all the way back up by squeezing the glutes, and then we'll open the arms out really wide and send the tops of the hands as close together behind you. Arms sweep up towards the sky, palms to touch, find a deep back bend here. Exhale, low lunge, hands to frame your right foot. Step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Full inhale. Deep exhale. Look forward to the top of the mat. Travel your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Release your neck as you fold in. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise up, big inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes and find about 4 focused breaths on just being still. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the quality of your breathing. Collective breath in, audible breath out. Reach your arms up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step your right toes to the back of the mat. Turn all 10 toes in towards each other, taking a wide-legged fold. Release your neck. Lift your tailbone as you pigeon toe the feet. Release your neck and really feel for a nice stretch into the back. Once again, hands can be on blocks, hands can be on earth, or hands can come to outer legs, pulling body down by bending the elbows away from each other. Looking forward towards that right edge of the mat can give you something to draw the forehead closer to the earth. And then tucking the chin towards the chest will give you more focus of bringing the crown of the head down. Bring your left hand to either the center of where your chest is or the center of where your forehead is, and then reach your right arm up to the sky as you look over that right shoulder. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Right hand comes back down to the ground. Turn left toes away from you. Bend into your left knee, flexing the right foot towards the shin, coming into Skandasana. Remember that left heel does not need to be grounded. Your chest does need to be lifted. Fingertips can be on the earth, or you can bring your hands to heart center for a little added balance challenge. There's nothing really little about this balance challenge at all. It's quite intense. One more breath. Hands to the earth, wide-legged fold, all 10 toes turn in, release upper body once more. Halfway lift, come to both fingertips, look forward towards the top of your mat. Turn your left toes forward and bend into your left knee. Walk your hands forward, keep your right foot where it is. Warrior one, arms reach up. This time it's the right arm that slices across the chest and the left arm comes underneath, bending both elbows. Maybe you find your palms twisting around the forearms. Maybe you give yourself a big hug. No matter what you chose, lift the elbows away from the foundation, deepen the bend into that left knee, draw that right hip forward. Full breath in. Full breath out to fold forward, left shoulder to the inside of that left knee, releasing the neck to any degree here, so don't hold any tension there. Keep pressing into the outer edge of that right foot. Pressing into the left foot, inhale, come all the way back up, squeezing the glutes, release the arms out wide, driving the arms back behind you. Sweep the arms up and overhead, palms to touch, send your left knee forward and your heart open. Exhale, low lunge, hands to frame the left foot. Spin to the ball of the right foot, high plank. Optional chaturanga or downward facing dog. Arriving in downward dog, breathe in, breathe out. Left leg lifts. Flexing your left foot down towards the ground, take a deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to nose. Bring your left knee about midway through the mat and lower your left knee down to the center of the mat. You'll have to readjust those right toes a little further back, most likely. Swivel your right foot down to the ground as if you're in like a warrior one or warrior two with that back foot, and then redirect the left ankle over to the left side of the space. So your left ankle is in line with your left knee. Tuck your left toes under and reach your right arm up to the sky. Now notice when your right arm is reaching up to the sky, you get a really nice lengthening stretch into the right side body. Now I want you to cactus that right arm even further back and rotate the right shoulder back and look up to the sky. Deep heart opening stretch right here. Breathe into it. Breathe out. Right arm sweeps all the way in front of the body and then reaches underneath the left arm behind you. Inhale, come all the way back up, bend that right elbow, open up the sternum. Exhale, drive that right arm underneath the left arm, reach back behind you. One more, breathe in, don't dump into that left wrist. Bend the right elbow, open up the heart. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Let's come down to both knees and bring your hands to your thighs. So for a lot of us, there's a lot of intensity when we open up the heart space. And taking breaks throughout our heart opening classes are really important. Flip the palms up towards the sky to get a little stretch into the wrists and breathe. Let all of that energy that you're unlocking with these movements start to settle around the body. A little visual for you. Imagine that you have a handful of glitter and you threw it in the air and you're watching each little tiny particle of glitter settle to the ground. It's exactly what's happening inside your body. Relaxing your jaw, noticing where you're holding tension. Take a full breath in and a deep breath out. Bring your hands back down to the ground. Take downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back and release your neck as the cherry on top. Lift your right leg to the sky. Take a full breath in and a full breath out to drive the right knee to your nose. Aim the right knee about center line of the mat. Place the right knee down and extend the left toes a little bit further back. Swivel your left foot down as if you're in a warrior one or a warrior two with that back foot. And then redirect right ankle in line with right knee over to the right side. Tuck right toes under. Reach your left arm straight up towards the ceiling in line with the right arm. Once again, notice how this is a nice stretch, but you're not really opening the heart here. Looking down towards your right hand, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bend that left elbow back and start to look over the left shoulder towards the ceiling. Rotate your breastbone towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left arm sweeps all the way in front of the body, reaching underneath that right arm. Inhale, come back up towards the sky, peel the chest open, bend that left elbow. Exhale, reach underneath that right arm, look and follow that left thumb. Inhale, open up really wide, really big. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Bring both knees together and bring your hands back on tops of your thighs. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling and close your eyes and really just seal in any thoughts, any movement, any buzz within the body. Just let it be noticed. Take a collective breath in here and a complete breath out. Blink your eyes open. Come forward to tabletop, tuck the toes under. Space out your knees about pelvis width apart. That's about 1 fist in between your knees. And then come to standing on your knees and your toes. So knees are grounded, toes are tucked under. We're going to take half camel. Camel is probably the biggest expression, heart opener that there is. So I'm going to teach you half camel today. We'll bring the hands to the low back and tweeze the elbows in towards each other. Now squeeze your glutes and notice your neck. Don't just drop your head back and be all sloppy with it. Instead, you're going to slowly just take your eyes and roll them up towards the ceiling. Pressing into your hips, you'll send the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, draw elbows closer together, lift your chest and take your chin up towards the ceiling. Keep drawing your eyes back towards the back wall, pressing your hips forward and breathing into your throat. Big breath in, big breath out. Slowly bring your hips towards your heels and then your chin to your chest. Untuck your toes, interlace your hands behind your skull and press your chin towards your chest. Breathe into the back of the heart space. Hands to the earth. Take tabletop once more. Tuck the toes under and find downward facing dog. We'll walk our hands to our feet at the back of the mat. Pedal out the knees here. We've been on the knees for a minute, so just give them a little bit of love. And then slowly roll up all the way with the round spine. Your head is the last to come up. Roll shoulders up, back, and down, and bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Let your head be over your heart and your heart be over your feet and your feet solid into the earth. Blinking your eyes open, we'll take a heart opener balancing pose here. We'll take dancer. Relax your arms down by your body's side and bring your feet together to touch. Focus your eyes one point directly in front of you and do not move your eyes. Shift body weight over to that left standing leg. Get really solid into the left foot. Feel really rooted into the sole of the left foot. Bend your right knee, hugging your right heel towards your right glute, and take your right hand out in front of you, palm facing up. Direct the right wrist over to the right side, and then you're going to grab the inside of that right foot or right ankle. Bring your left hand to your left hip so you can stabilize back into that left leg as you draw the knees closer together. Eyes are still on that one point that's not moving. Start to kick back into that right hand, kicking until you can no longer kick any further. Only then you'll reach the left arm all the way up to where you're looking, reaching that left arm towards that point of reference, that drishti, that focal point. Kicking back with that right foot into the right hand, reaching forward with the left hand, breathing the whole time. Inhale, slowly come up. Step the right foot back down and pedal out the knees. Shift body weight over to the right standing leg. Bring your right hand to your right hip and bring your left heel to your left glute. Left arm reaches out in front of you and then over to the left side. Palm stays facing up. Grab the inside of that left foot or left ankle. Knees together to start. Start to kick back into that left hand. Keep kicking until you just can't kick anymore. And then you'll reach the right arm forward towards where you're looking. Reach and kick opposite directions, really keeping the chest open, not bowing too far down, keeping your heart open right here. 2 more breaths. Take it to your edge. Slowly come out of it opposite way that you came in. Stepping the left foot down, bring your hands to heart center and close your eyes. Feel your heart beating into your chest. Feel the breath. Notice the mind. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your hands to the earth. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Come all the way to child's pose. Knees out wide, big toes to touch, hips to the heels, and arms reaching out in front of you. Forehead to the mat. Walk your arms over to the right side and bring your forehead all the way down, reaching that left hand a little further than the right. Breathe into the left side body. From here, keep left arm reaching out. Thread the right arm underneath the left arm and try to bring the right ear as close to the floor as possible. Reach the right arm back alongside the left. Walk your hands through center. Left arm is reaching towards top left corner of the mat. Right arm is reaching towards top right corner of the mat. Tuck your toes under and try to glue your heart down to the floor. So the chin is on the ground. You're looking forward towards the top edge of your mat. Breathing into your palms, pressing into your palms. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Come back to child's pose, untuck the toes. Walk your hands over to the left. Keep the right arm reaching a little bit further than the left hand and really glue your chest down. Right arm continues reaching out. Thread the left arm underneath that right arm. Try to bring your left ear as close down to the floor as possible. Left arm reaches alongside the right. Walk your hands back through center. Right arm reaches back out to right corner. Left arm to left corner. Shift forward. Tuck the toes under. Bring heels together to touch. Hips towards the heels. Slide the hands forward and bring your chest down to the ground. You can lift up your hips a little bit more here. Breathing in puppy pose. Press into the palms, come all the way back up, walk your hands in and come to a seat. Oh, a lot of heart openers there. Hopefully your heart feels very open. And we'll find the seat, take the arms back behind you, interlace a fist, pull bound knuckles down to the ground and squeeze shoulder blades together behind you. Tuck your chin to your chest instead of that feeling of dropping the head back. We're going to draw the chin towards the chest. Slowly release the arms, roll shoulders up, back, and down, and we'll lie back down on the back. Once you're flat on your back, bring your knees in towards your chest and take happy baby again. So 2 peace sign fingers wrap around big toes, soles of the feet shine to the ceiling, and flex the feet back towards the ground. Close your eyes and you can rock side to side here. Maybe you decide to straighten out the legs to the sides of the space for straddle. Just keeping your tailbone grounded as you move around here. Bring the legs together to touch and straighten out the legs so you're in a bound pike position. Feel the lengthening sensation all along the column, the spine, the outsides of the spine, the top of the spine, and the bottom of the spine. Keep your legs in this pike position and relax your arms down by the body's side, palms facing up. Closing your eyes here, you can relax your feet so you're in waterfall pose, just allowing for the blood flow to reverse its natural path from the toes in towards the heels, in towards the hips. Closing the eyes if they're open. When we really are focused on heart openers, it's also important to notice the function of the heart and what role that plays in our anatomy. So knowing that the heart's main focus is blood flow and blood circulation, always adding in some blood circulation and blood flow poses to really focus on really helps us open up the heart space. So it's usually a lot more than just postures or asana. There's also intention behind the sequencing. So with a focus on your heart space, send some gratitude to the heart for constantly creating and sustaining blood flow in the body without ever asking for your assistance or ever requiring any sort of recognition in return. Be patient with the blood here, just allowing your legs to stay as static as possible. You're here for about 6 to 8 more breaths. Can you follow those breaths with really deep attention, intention, and reverence for the heart? As if for just one moment, you're breathing out of service for the heart. Maybe you're starting to feel little tingling sensations in the toes or a change of temperature into the feet. Your body is so amazing. There is so much magic that happens in your body all the time that we don't really witness until we stop to just focus on it. Take one more deep breath in. Open the mouth and press everything out of the lungs. Slowly, one by one, draw the heels in towards the glutes and the knees in towards the chest. Bring the hands on tops of the shins and bring your forehead towards your knees. Slowly lower your head down. Drop the knees over to the right. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Come back through center, drop the knees over to the left. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Bring the knees back through center, plant your feet and bring your arms alongside your body. Press your palms and your heels into the earth. Lift your hips off of the mat and notice the back of your heart space pressing into the earth. Take an expansive breath in and a nourishing breath out. Tucking the tailbone under, slowly lower bone by bone, bringing your spine back to the floor. Your buttocks is the very last thing to make land, and then extend your legs out long. Let your heels fall open, feet relaxed, legs relaxed. Bring your arms a little wider than usual, so kind of starfishing out the arms here. Palms facing up towards the ceiling, so there's no stimulation or distraction into the hands, into our sensory touch. Feel the heart rise and fall in accordance to your natural breathing. Soften the jaw, soften the throat, close the eyes if they're still open. Give yourself permission to lay here. Give yourself permission to really be embraced by stillness, by openness. Keeping the eyes closed and the body completely still. Take a moment to examine if you're holding on to anything that is bringing negativity or heaviness, toxicity, anxiety, or pain into your world. As humans, we have this natural inclination to latch onto things that are poisonous for ourselves. Situations or people things in our past or things that haven't even happened yet. This practice gives us permission to loosen that grip on those tendencies to hold on to negativity. And at some points in our practice, we even for a moment give ourselves permission to let go of them entirely. Is there anything that you're willing to give up today? Empty the lungs and take a deep, full breath in. Open the mouth and force the breath out with power. One more big inhale, fill up. Exhale, push it out. Invite breath and movement into the body in a way that feels right to you. Take a full body stretch with your arms reaching back and your toes pointing forward. Feel yourself lengthening against the earth, reaching the front body towards the sky, and then bring your knees in towards your chest. Roll over to the left side and use your right hand to press yourself up to a comfortable seat. When you arrive to a neutral spine, close your eyes and bring your left hand to your heart space and your right hand to your belly. Feel the heart beating into your left palm and feel the belly rising and falling in accordance to your breath into your right hand. And notice the connection between the two. Bringing the frequencies of both of them together, bring your hands together at heart center. Take a collective breath in and a final breath out. Inhale for Om. Om. Breathe in. Let it go. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. Hopefully